Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás mi amo Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we are playing Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies Collector's Edition. I am actually really looking forward to playing this game, and I'm just saying that because, well, I am playing this game a bit blind. I haven't played this game in a super long time, and it's funny because the game is basically one of the most recent games besides Sea of Darkness, and it's like kind of automatically on my computer when I installed it. I can't create a shortcut to have it on my desktop. I actually have to go to the app of it on my computer. I have a Windows 7, if I didn't mention it. Anyway, there is one thing that I noticed while I was setting up the game for the recording. It's funny because I never noticed it until just now. Have you guys looked at the main menu in detail? Can you see these cracks and lines? This is a painting. This is an actual painting. Or at least it's supposed to look like a painting. That is super cool. That is super cool. Okay, yeah, I have a tendency of repeating myself a second time. I don't know why. I guess it's to like stamp it or something like that. I don't know. Anywho, let me tell you the difference between Collector's Edition and the regular game. Her Interactive likes to make it a little challenge for us Nancy Drew fans. In order for us to get the Collector's Edition, we actually have to pre-order it. After the game is released, there is no other way to get the Collector's Edition unless they actually have it on their website stating that it is the Collector's Edition. I actually recently went to their shop website, and it looks like they do have a Collector's Edition for at least one or two of their games. I recommend you check it out because I can't remember which games they were. Anywho, what is usually on the Collector's Edition usually depends if Nancy has a cell phone in the game. And fortunately for us, Nancy does have a cell phone in this game, and it's a bit different like it was in Shattered Medallion. For one, we're not in the reality TV show. There's no specific rules for the cell phone, so we actually get to have a little bit of fun. What is on Nancy's cell phone for the Collector's Edition are phone charms, mini games, and if you're lucky, random texts from a certain someone. And that certain someone is usually Ned Nickerson, if not Bess Marvin, George Fane, or one of the Hardy Boys. Or it could even be Deirdre Shannon, Nancy's arch nemesis. And I say that because Deirdre likes to not steal Ned, but attempts to take Ned from Nancy. Deirdre's been fascinated in getting Ned to be her boyfriend. At least that's what it's been like in the Nancy Drew Girl Detective book series. I'm actually really glad I read those books because it made me realize there is much more to Bess than you realize. I'm digressing here. So what I really like about Her Interactive is that they actually base all of their games off the Nancy Drew books. And I gotta tell you, the Nancy Drew book series has been going on since 1930. Yeah, so let's see. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 0, 10. It's about to go on the 90 years. Gabba cow. Anyway, so Labyrinth of Lies is actually based off a book, and it's called The Greek Symbol Mystery number 60, and it's from the main series. And they say main series because it's from the original print, the original series that started the whole thing. And I actually did read it. I did say in the previous video that I would read the book. And oh my gosh, guys, it is such a good book. And dare I say it, it's not as twisted and dark like some of the other books that Her Interactive chose. I mean, there are some pretty dangerous things in there, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Because, to be honest, I've never read this book, and it was actually a pleasant surprise. The book is about Nancy and her friends Bess and George going to Greece for not just a case Nancy's dad gave her, but because of a friend slash neighbor, because she's practically their neighbor, asks Nancy to check on a family in Greece because she has not heard from them. Plus, they have not been getting payments from her because they're a poor family in Greece. Once they arrived in Greece, it's just a roller coaster of events. You can't tell which suspect belongs to which case because it bounces everywhere. Eventually, you find out that a mask was stolen from an archaeology museum. There's a similarity between Labyrinth of Lies and Greek Symbol Mystery, is that there were things stolen from a museum. In fact, so was inheritance that belonged to a family member's cousin. Nancy was actually trying to find the cousin and the missing inheritance as well. It's craziness. And I really want to bring up something, but I have to wait until it actually comes up in the game, because otherwise I'd be spoiling it. Anyway, I've been talking way too much. I gotta get into the game, but I do want to mention two things. One, with this interface, there are actually two features that Her Interactive put in. One is the fast convo feature. I'm only going to turn that on so that I can give you an example of how that works in the game. The other is connected to the awards. It's the spoiler-free achievements. The feature that's connected to that is the hint system. I will also explain that to you. According to their system, according to what it says, the only way you can get the achievement is if you don't use the hints where it comes to the red solution box, and I'll explain that once we get into the game. It frustrates me that they said this in the description, because other times I played the game and I've had clicked on the blue boxes instead of the red boxes, it counted and I didn't get the achievement. So I'm kind of confused on that. We'll see. I'm going to test it actually. And the second point is that with every single Nancy Drew game, you actually get to choose 2 detective levels at the beginning of each game, Amateur Sleuth and Master Sleuth. I've actually chosen Amateur because I'm still a noob when it comes to this. Plus, Master Sleuth, you basically get no task list. At least it was like that before Ghost of Thornton Hall, game number 28. It's funny because with that task list before game number 28, all you would get was this one little task, and it would say, I'm a Master Sleuth, Senior Detective, I don't need a task list. You can check that off, and basically you're done with that task list. You can play the game as you usually do, but without the task list. Now with the update of this interface, you actually do get a task list, but it's pure and simple. It's not as detailed as it is in Amateur Sleuth. It does give you a challenge to try to... It is some help, but at least it's not as blind as it was before game number 28. It's helpful, which I am super thankful for, and hope to use those when I do the master plays next year. Oi. And lastly, I know I said 2 things. This one I always bring up. Lastly, if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please check the description box below. There's a previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew the Labyrinth of Lies. And let's go ahead and get into the game because seriously, ugh. Alright, so the task list. This is actually the hint system I was referring to. And let's actually go through the list before I show you the hint system, because seriously.
Check. Still haven't done. Can't check. Haven't done that.
Okay, so we still got plenty to do, because we basically are at the beginning of the game. So we kind of already know where to find the vase display, and the temple designs, but we don't know about the tickets. So let's click on that, shall we? I need a hint. Give me a hint. Oh, it's a vague one. This is actually pretty simple because it just gives you one simple hint. At times, that one simple hint is vague. Other times, it's pretty specific. Still, though, if you can't understand it, if you don't understand, it's either because you're too far ahead in the game or too far behind. Just play the game as is, and eventually you will understand that hint and you'll be able to complete that task. And now there are other tasks where it's like, oh, straight up solution. Dang. I'm not going to click on that. I promise you I'm not going to click on that. But I can't believe they just give us to that right into it. Normally you get something like this where you get one hint and then there's a box that normally says I need a hint instead of I need a solution. I'm not going to click on it because it will ruin the achievement as far as I know. And normally it's a red box. It's a blue box, but it has red lettering. Interesting. But that's how it normally is. It's just one hint and then the box. And the loading bar, of course. And that about sums it up. So let's actually look around the office. We're trying to find... Oh, hey, there's our other phone charm. Yeah, we've already got one phone charm, and there's our second one. Here are the mini games. I'm not going to go into details. Ooh, we have a 9th game. To the Lost Queen. Oh my gosh, I am keeping this background because seriously, this will remind me that I need to talk to Gabriel Wolf. Oh my gosh, it's driving me nuts. Okay. What's over here? Interesting. Looks like we need some pieces. But it looks like that's about it for that. What's over here? Ugh. I'm actually going to take a picture of this. Because we probably will need to look at it. It's come to my attention you'll be needing a theater group for the opening of your next exhibit. Look no further, I've got you covered. Thanks for the offer, but I want this show to be perfect. I'll be scouting talent next month in London and New York. About that, sorry, we don't have the budget. I should have been clearer in my first email, but I was hoping to frame it in a positive manner. I found our theater group. I have a friend who owes me a favor. Landing this group is a major coup, I promise you. I know you wanted to make the decision, so please trust me when I say that I would never have made the call if it wasn't an absolute requirement. I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I understand. Please tell me honestly that they're good. They're the best money can buy. A tiny pile of money. Ouch. Your theater group has arrived and have begun rehearsals. Interesting choice. Yeah, I'm a bit worried. I've secured the final piece for the exhibit. As requested, the final list of borrowed items and length of loan terms is below. We actually will need copies of this. Beep. As an update, the obelisk coins for the bottom row of the coin display are still stuck in customs since they won't arrive in time for the opening night gala. I placed obelisk replicas in the display for the interim. Interesting. Exhibit summary. Highlights. Ooh. Stage updates. Oh. I'm not going to read this just because I actually never read this myself. But I don't think there are any hints or clues in here that'll help us. Yeah. So what was fascinating about the book is that they traveled everywhere in, well, not everywhere, but they traveled a lot in Greece. And with this being a video game, it's hard to find, ooh, fan art. Or sorry, fan photo.
The password must be around here somewhere.
Yeah. I'm betting it's got something to do with this. You know what? I'm going to use that hint. You'll need to unlock something in order to find it first. Got it. Yeah, I was thinking that. Okay. Oh, hey. More fan photos. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and work. Oh, hi, Niobe.
I have a favor. Can you help me get a closer look at some of the locked up pieces?
Okay, I'll ask.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Until later.
Until later.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Until later.
You know what? I didn't even look at the achievements. What the F am I doing? Restore, Wannabe Hero, Ferryman, Egged, KG, Lottery, Previewer, Artisan, Lift Mania. Right. Gotcha. Was she taking photos? That is weird. That is super weird. She was taking photos, everyone. Why would she be taking photos? Alright, this temple sketch is actually should help us at least a little bit when it comes to understanding this assignment here. It's pretty much a puzzle for us because we got to understand the Greek architecture here of temples. So the capitals are actually pretty different. These are what basically what the abacus is put. So this here is the style of the pillars metope, I think. Oh no, capital refers to the pillars as well. But the metope is, I think, the type of the structure order of the pillars. But the capital is the actual pillar name, I think. Agora, city center, original political space, or later marketplace feel. Home, portico porch for exterior, peristyle, decorated inner courtyard. Plinths, strong enough to support full weight of sculptures placed on them. I don't think we'll need to be worrying about plinths. Okay, so pediment is here. Cornica is basically the whole top. Phrase is basically almost the whole thing. Architecture, style of it. Okay. So, lofty site to honor the hunt. Already we need to figure out the location. The hunt. Volute. What's volute? I do not know volute. Double hall. That's the floor plan. I assume that's this. Will this reset on me? Yes, it will. Okay. Well, let's work on this later because I think we're missing something. We need more information to finish that puzzle. And I do realize we're getting close to the end of the video already. Gosh dang it. So there is one place, actually a couple locations that we haven't been to yet. Let's get on stage. Actually, let's not go that way yet. Oh, we can go over here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, hey, we can look over the audience. Hear ye, hear ye. Puck comes in to say his speech of the beautiful Midsummer Night's Dream. Whatever. I can't act when it comes to spontaneous stuff like that. Okay. I'm actually turning around because... There we go. We can look at this, and at some point that will be important, I assume. Oh, hi. What's this? Ooh. Ooh, password protected. Ooh, information. We'll look at that later. We'll talk to him in the next video.
Stay away from that. It'll kill you.
What exactly am I
Dang it.
staying away from?
That's the fly system. It controls the scenery and the curtains, and it'll kill you.
I'll be careful then. Hi, I'm Nancy. You must be...
Hermes, god of charisma and handsomeness. But the mortals call me Gregor.
Nice to meet you.
The same. What's your role?
I guess I'm playing the part of the museum assistant.
Nice.
Then why don't we become friends?
I'm open to that.
More than friends?
Less open to that.
Boyfriend at home?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That doesn't affect the average.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, he already left. Nice. Gives me time to snoop through your stuff. Ooh. That looks like something we could get into later. Woo! Yeah, that's lengthy. Is that the only thing in here? Yeah.
What was that? Can you pretend, just for a day, that we're a professional troupe? Just for me! Surprise! There's no one back here! We go live in mere hours. Hours!
Wait,
Do
really?
I need to remind you what is riding on tonight's show? Everything!
Yikes. But now that she's away from her spot. But I will save that for the next video. Yikes. I am cutting it close because of something I gotta do once we're done recording. So, save again so that I don't make a mistake. Better not make a mistake. Jeez. I cannot wait to play Tomb of the Lost Queen with Gabriel Wolf. I miss that guy so much, and I miss the game. I'm probably gonna play the game again at some point next month, just because I miss it. Plus, it'll give me time to refresh my memory, and give me plenty of time to come up with more questions to ask Gabriel. I don't know why I'm bringing this up now. One thing that I never mentioned about the book, and I know I keep bringing up the book, I'm just making sure that you all are aware of it. The book, Greek Symbol Mystery, if you don't have a copy of it, I actually will put a link in the description box below that will give you actually a free copy of it. You can go to archive.org, has a vague database when it comes to the Nancy Drew books. Openlibrary.org would be the best option. I mean, it's the same database, the same business, but it's just a different part of it where you can actually look for books, which is really cool. It'll definitely have more Nancy Drew books, and like I said, I will be putting a link in the description box below so you can get a free copy of it. And I'm saying free because the only thing you gotta do is create an account, basically. You can't actually get it as like a personal, you can probably download it onto your computer and keep it, but as far as the internet database wise, you will have to turn it in. You can only borrow the book for 2 weeks as far as I'm aware. That's actually pretty sweet considering the group that I'm in on Facebook, the Nancy Drew Weekly Game Club. That group that I'm in, it's basically a book club, but we include the games as well. So someone in charge of that group, they pick the games for like a schedule, and then they align it with the books that these games are based off of. So not only do we play these games on our own time, but we also read the books at the same time with the game as well, so that we can compare the two and then, you know, give our own thoughts of it and even help each other out while we're playing the game, because at least 1 or 2 people in our group will be doing a live stream of it so that we could help each other out with the puzzles or just have some fun playing the game. I love being in that group. It's changed my life, honestly, in more ways than one. I gotta get going. I am over time when it comes to checking something, so I will bid you all adieu. I love you all so much, my beautiful kittens and viewers. I hope I helped you out at least a little bit. If not, I am not doing my job, and I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nancy Drew The Labyrinth of Lies Part 3. By the way, please check my Twitter. I put out a tweet with a poll to figure out what to do with my achievement video for Shattered Medallion, because seriously, I don't know what to do with it. It's like 2 hours long. I love you all so much, and talk to you later. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button, make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That will notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as Sundays, and even Wednesdays, which are late videos, and vlogs, which rarely happen. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! What would you do for a Klondike bar? Ironically, the game Klondike is nothing like the ice cream. Why did I say ironically? It's not, no, it's not ironic.